Welcome all to the e-learning class. Myself Dr. Lenka, and today's paper is C9, that is course 9, assessment for learning, and today's topic of discussion is Bloom's taxonomy of learning domains, or Bloom's taxonomy of learning objectives with reference to affective domain. We have already discussed the taxonomy of learning domains developed by Benjamin S. Bloom and team. Learning is a continuous process या शिक्षण अधिगम प्रक्रिया एक निरवच्छिन्न प्रक्रिया. It is a mental process. It is a psychological process. There are three levels of mind: knowledge level, comprehension or understanding level, and reflective level. As we know, learning is everywhere. We can learn mental skills, we can develop our attitudes. We also acquire knowledge and skills, perform some activities as a result of learning. According to Bloom, this learning occurs in three important domains. अधिगम प्रक्रिया 3 डोमेन या क्षेत्र के आधार पर होते हैं. इसको टैक्सोनॉमी ऑफ लर्निंग डोमेन्स कहते हैं या क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ लर्निंग डोमेन्स. द 3 important categories of learning domain are cognitive domain, that is knowledge domain, affective domain, that is attitude and emotion domain, and psychomotor domain, that is related to skills. And this category or this taxonomy of learning domains was formulated by a group of researchers led by Benjamin S. Bloom in the year 1956. पहले हम ज्ञानात्मक डोमेन का बात कर चुके हैं या कॉग्निटिव डोमेन. आज हम चर्चा करेंगे अफेक्टिव डोमेन का. अफेक्टिव डोमेन में जो प्रमुख साइकोलॉजिस्ट जिन्होंने बताए हैं, क्राथोर, ब्लूम, मैसिया 1973, ये डोमेन के ऊपर इन्होंने बताया है कि दिस इज अ डोमेन दैट इंक्लूड्स द मैनर इन व्हिच वी डील विथ थिंग्स इमोशनली, such as feelings, values, appreciation, enthusiasm, motivation and attitude, and all other aspects. The 5 major categories are listed in this subdomain, from simplest behavior to the most complex behavior, and thus this domain involves feelings, emotions and attitudes. फर्स्ट सबडोमेन दैट इज रिसीविंग. अनुभव के आधार पर, अभिज्ञता के आधार पर, भाव के आधार पर ये डोमेन का बात हम कर सकते हैं. पहला सबडोमेन है रिसीविंग. रिसीविंग इज द एबिलिटी ऑफ द इंडिविजुअल और लर्नर for the awareness of feelings and emotions, as well as it is the ability to utilize selected attention. कुछ एग्जाम्पल हम दे सकते हैं इसके ऊपर. लिसन टू अदर्स विथ रेस्पेक्ट, लिसन फॉर एंड रिमेंबर द नेम ऑफ न्यूली इंट्रोड्यूस्ड पीपल. रिसीविंग, कुछ ग्रहण करना, particularly psychological receiving or perceptual receiving. Receiving anything, it is a matter of feeling, it is a matter of emotion. The keywords under this receiving domain, subdomain, are ask, choose, describe, follow, give, hold, identify, locate, point to, select, sit, reply, use, etc. In this sense, receiving is the simplest form of affective domain, in which the individual receives anything from outside as per the potential. Next is responding. Responding to the phenomena. It is the ability of active participation on the part of the learner. Attend and react to a particular phenomenon. Learning outcomes may emphasize compliance of responding, willingness to respond, or satisfaction in responding with reference to motivation. अभिप्रेरणा. कोई भी शिक्षार्थी या विद्यार्थी या अधिगमकर्ता अभिप्रेरित हो तो शिक्षण आसान हो जाता है अभिप्रेरणा के द्वारा. लर्निंग बिकम्स मीनिंगफुल विथ मीनिंगफुल रेस्पॉन्डिंग. ये इस प्रिंसिपल का बात है, ये ऑब्जेक्टिव का बात है. कुछ एग्जाम्पल दे सकते हैं हम. पार्टिसिपेशन इन द ग्रुप डिस्कशन, पार्टिसिपेशन इन क्लास डिस्कशंस, गिविंग ए प्रेजेंटेशन, questioning new ideas, new concepts, new models, or knowing the safety rules and practicing them. These are some of the important examples by which we can understand the responding as a subdomain of affective domain of learning or affective domain of learning objectives. The keywords or the action words used under this category are answer, assist, aid, comply, conform, discuss, create, help, label, perform, practice, present, recite, report, select, tell, write. By using these action verbs और ये सब क्रियाओं को व्यवहार करते हुए हम रेस्पॉन्डिंग सब डोमेन का चर्चा कर सकते हैं या समझ सकते हैं. इसलिए these are the important verbs used to specify the responding domain of learning. Third one is valuing. शिक्षण मूल्यबोध के ऊपर आधारित है. मूल्यबोध का चर्चा शिक्षण के हर स्तर पर किया जाता है. जब हम मूल्यांकन या इवैल्यूएशन का बात करते हैं तब वैल्यूइंग का भी बात करते हैं, क्योंकि इवैल्यूएशन इज द क्वांटिटेटिव असेसमेंट प्लस क्वालिटेटिव असेसमेंट प्लस वैल्यू जजमेंट. तो वैल्यूइंग इज एन इंटीग्रल पार्ट ऑफ लर्निंग प्रोसेस, एंड इन दिस सेंस द अफेक्टिव डोमेन हाईलाइट्स वैल्यूइंग एज ए सब डोमेन ऑफ अफेक्टिव डोमेन ऑफ लर्निंग. It is the ability to see the worth of something or express the worth of value with reference to a particular object or phenomenon or behavior. And this ranges from simple acceptance to more complex state of commitment. Valuing is based on internalization of specific values, and values are expressed in learners' overt behavior. And even they are identifiable. Examples of valuing are demonstrate belief in the democratic process, sensitive towards individual, towards cultural differences, show the ability to solve the problems, propose a plan to social improvement, inform management regarding different matters dealing with the management perspectives. कुछ की वर्ड्स है जिसको हम यूज करते हैं वैल्यूइंग के लिए. कंप्लीट, डेमोन्स्ट्रेट, डिफरेंशिएट, एक्सप्लेन, फॉलो, फॉर्म, इनवाइट, ज्वाइन, जस्टिफाई, सिलेक्ट, शेयर, स्टडी, वर्क, etc. Yes, so these are the action verbs. These are the verbs used to specify objectives in terms of affective domain, particularly value. Next is organization, sangathan. School is an organization. Educational institution is also an organization. There is organization of activities in teaching learning process. टीचर इज एन ऑर्गेनाइजर. इसी सेंस के हिसाब से देखा जाए तो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इज द एबिलिटी टू प्रायोरिटाइज द वैल्यू ओवर अनदर और क्रिएट ए यूनिक वैल्यू. द एम्फेसिस इज ऑन कंपेयरिंग. व्हाइल ऑर्गेनाइजिंग one is required to compare, relate, synthesize the values. Examples of valuing are recognize the need for balance, accept responsibility for one's behavior, explain the role of systematic planning in solving problems, accept professional ethical standards, create a life plan in harmony with the abilities, interests and beliefs, prioritize time effectively, particularly to meet the needs of the organization or family or self. The keywords used for specifying the objectives under organization are adhere, arrange, combine, compare, complete, generalize, integrate, organize, prepare, relate, synthesize, etc. Hence, organization is an important subdomain of affective domain of learning. Next is characterization. Characterization is the ability to internalize values or let them control the person's behavior. The behavior is pervasive, consistent, practicable, and most importantly characteristic of the learner. The instructional objectives are concerned with the student's general pattern of adjustment and behavior, that is personal, social and emotional. Hence, here are some examples of characterization. So, self-reliance with working independently, cooperate in group activities, use an objective approach in problem solving, display professional commitment. Characterization is thus an higher order subdomain of affective domain of learning. The keywords used to specify the objectives under characterization are act, discriminate, display, modify, perform, practice, propose, qualify, solve, verify, etc. Let's summarize the affective domain of learning. Under the affective domain, the subdomains are receiving, responding, valuing, organization, and characterization. All these are coming under the emotional aspect, the feeling aspect, or the realization aspect of learning. Learning occurs because we receive something. Learning occurs because we respond to something. Learning occurs as a result of valuing. Learning occurs as a result of organization of contents, processes, and learning is possible through characterization. And with this, I think these are the some of the points highlighted by Benjamin S. Bloom and team for a clear understanding of the affective domain of learning, particularly the emotional aspect, the attitudinal aspect, or the feeling aspect of learning. Learning is a comprehensive process. Learning is a continuous process. It is not only a psychological or mental cramming process, rather it is a process of realization. It is a process of reflection. It is a process of receiving. It is a process of responding. It is a process of valuing. It is a process of organization of contents and processes. And it is a result of characterization or internalization of many things. And in this sense, not only the cognitive aspect or the knowledge aspect, rather the learners, the individuals are required to have mastery over the cognitive as well as the affective and even the psychomotor aspect of learning to make learning meaningful. Thanks.